I know every video recently has been about this new event coming out, but there's a couple really interesting things that are really honestly pro-consumer that is happening for this event that I want to touch on. There's two big things that are first evers that I want to explore a little bit more and kind of come up with some theories about some things, and that's what this video is going to be about. So, on the Watcher of Realms Discord server, this is something that was just posted. The new the Dracula collaboration events are about to begin. New collaboration exclusive hero Lady Mina, new collaboration legendary heroes Count Dracula and Dr. Van Helsing are coming soon. Participate in Dracula's Castle events to obtain the new exclusive hero Vlad Dracula at his exclusive Soulstone for free. Draw 90 times in total in Scarlet Feast Ancient Summoning to obtain the hero Count Dracula via event. Not only that, we're also getting the exclusive artifacts. There's 4 of them, so it's good that they're free. The event exclusive chat bubble, and more. Now, there's a couple of things here that you may have noticed. The first one I want to touch on is Vlad Dracula is confirmed to be a free unit coming soon. Not only that, he is the first ever free fusion event unit, I'm pretty sure, that comes with an Awakening Soulstone part of the event. That is huge. I mean, if we go ahead and we look at a couple things here, Vlad Dracula, in my opinion, needs a little tweaking, right? He doesn't do enough damage, but he's still a good free unit in my opinion, and potentially may have some uses for you guys. But generally with these units, you can't really awaken them at all. But we're going to be able to get his A1 for free. Now, his A1 does make your enemies even stronger. So I don't know how much you want this, but it is still good that we're getting this. I mean, if we look at free units that are exclusively free, that's the only way to obtain them, and we look at Awakenings, there's only 2 heroes ever, to my knowledge, that have Awakenings. One of them is Volca, who is the original free unit, and she's amazing, obviously, through Tide. And then we have Init, who's an Odyssey reward, and one of the Awakenings is from APOC, and the other 2 are from Tide. But when we get to heroes like Astrael, who was free, and is currently not pullable, there's no ways to get his soulstones apart from putting in unpolished or polished soulstones, which is so not worth it that if you do that, you are insane, right? If we look at some other characters, I mean, Micah for the longest time wasn't in the pool. Callista wasn't in the pool for the longest time. There's a lot of units that have come out free, not been in the pool, and there's just no way to get Awakenings. So it's kind of cool to see that the Awakenings are being given. Now, maybe it's only 1, but that is confirmation that not only is Vlad actually free, but they actually are willing to release Awakening as part of the free events, which is pretty hype. Now, it's not all of the Awakenings, so you're only ever going to really have it at A1, but that's still pretty interesting. Now, the other thing, which is arguably more important to talk about, is this. So if we go back to the Discord, it says, draw 90 times in total in Scarlet Feast Ancient Summoning to obtain Count Dracula. Now, no matter what your opinions are on Count Dracula, if you think he's ass, if you think he's good, if you think he might be buffed and even become a very, very powerful hero, this is undeniably very pro-consumer to have him be a guarantee at 90 shards. Now, 90 shards, you could argue that's a lot, you could argue that's a little. It depends solely on how much money you spend in the game. Basically, we have not had non-Lord Pity forever for agents, right? There's no way to guarantee that you're going to actually get a non-Lord, and then even beyond that point, there's no way to guarantee that it'll be the non-Lord that you want. That's just how it works. It's a bad system, needs to be changed. I've been an advocate for this for a long time, but that doesn't mean that this isn't a good thing. How for this new event that's coming out, there is a non-Lord that a lot of people are worried about not being able to get because of how non-Lords work, to the point where they won't even summon on any banners that don't have a Valara level unit based off of the fact that non-Lords are impossible to get. And what do? They make it so it's a guarantee. So not only are you guaranteeing a non-lord and 90 ancients, you're also guaranteeing that it will be the exact non-lord that you want, which is a great thing for this game. If they do more collaborations in the future with whatever the hell they do, I assume this will become consistent, which it should, because it's a good system, and it actually makes people who might have been hesitant because of how the non-lord system works to actually be willing to pull. Now, it doesn't really matter what you think about Count Dracula as a unit. That is a good thing, undeniably, in my opinion. I mean, that's great, right? Now, do we all have ancients for this? No. I have like 5 ancients. But that doesn't mean that in future this won't happen again, and that doesn't mean that this isn't a really good thing, right? You don't need to spend $5,000 on ancients for a chance to not even get anything, right? This is a guarantee. That's huge. And not only that, that is the first time we have ever had a guarantee on any sort of ancient banner. Ancient banners are notoriously very RNG. Now, it's very likely you get a banner hero. That's undeniable. Like, Ezerith has like a crazy drop rate on his last banner versus other things, but that doesn't mean that ancients aren't still very punishing and very rewarding. And there's never been a guarantee like there has with limiteds, right? Wukong, guarantee in 200. Lady Mina is going to be a guarantee in 200, right? These are all guarantees, and while they only do it on a select few heroes, they've never done one on ancients. And it makes ancients really feel like a mixed bag. You could pull, you could get 30 legendaries in 200 or some BS, and then the next guy will go 200 with a single Lego, and it turns out to be a Venoma or something. And it really hurts, especially with how hard it is to get ancients or how expensive they are, right? This is a really good step in the right direction for Count Dracula being guaranteed in 90. Now, like I said, we're probably all drained. You guys don't have to be happy about the event coming soon, but that is a good thing. So I will say, with my little yapping session out of the way, this event is actually pretty good for summoning, right? Vlad is free. That's one unit you don't even vaguely have to worry about. He's just there on your account, right? No matter how good or bad you think he is, he's just there, right? Lady Mina is guaranteed in 200. If you grind the game really heavily, you can get most of the way to Lady Mina, and then during the event we'll obviously get a bunch of summons. Lady Mina is technically free if you play the game a little bit. Then Vlad has a guarantee as well. So 3 of these heroes are guaranteed as long as you have the certain amount of summons, 2 of which is grindable for sure. Then Van Helsing is a pull that you don't need awakenings for. Like, undeniably, that's pretty good. Now, we will have to see if they get buffed, obviously, if that sways your opinion on whether or not you need them or if you need awakenings, whatever. But I think this is a step in the right direction. So that's it from me. That's all I wanted to say. Hey guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Destined signing out.